In a world driven by innovation, the real heroes don't necessarily wear capes. They build, they heal, they spark change. Meet the SBI Innovators, superheroes born from purpose. And now a new legend prepares to join them, a hero born not from fantasy, but from compassion and ingenuity. Welcome to the Spark Business Institute, where we unlock the superpower of innovation, especially when it's used to serve others. That belief gave rise to the Spark Innovation Award, a way to honor real-world changemakers shaping a better future. This year's winner is Derrick Campana, founder of Bionic Pets, engineer, healer, real-life hero. Derrick turns heartbreak into hope, one brace, one paw at a time. To bring Derrick's story into the SBI universe, Spark turned to award-winning graphic novelist and creator, Carla Speed McNeil.
Hi, I'm Carla Speed McNeil. I'm a writer and a cartoonist. I've been making graphic novels since 1997, and I was sitting here trying to count up how many I've actually done, and I'm upwards of 14, and I may have forgotten some. I've worked with big publishers like Marvel. I've worked with little publishers like Dark Horse. I've been self-publishing myself for quite a long time.
As part of his award, Derrick will become the next SBI Innovator, a superhero inspired by his life and mission. Carla's mission: create a hero that embodies compassion, ingenuity, and action.
Well, it has to suit you. That's the thing. You know, Kraven the Hunter is obviously not our first inspiration, although he's very recognizable. You want to have a look, but you don't want it to be, wrong for a character. I mean, superheroes are allowed to be over the top. Any other ideas you have about what your super life would be like if you could be that super? Not like you aren't already.
Yeah, I mean, we're covering it, just the powers to make it easier. We've already stated the transportation, or the transporting,
communication.
Yes.
But the main thing is just to be able to make the limb.
Yes.
Or the whatever that the animal needs.
Uh-huh. And that's where my one dog just goes in and he goes, and he makes it and gives it to me.
I can certainly see this character having some kind of either a tool or a material that that he uses to make whatever it is that an animal needs.
And there's all these crazy situations that you wouldn't think of, where these animals are not gonna be able to live a life at all unless we use our superpowers to help them along the way. So it's crazy.
So I guess my question around this is, outside of being able to do sort of the prosthetic creation power out of thin air, is that his only powers, or does he have other powers that we're bringing to this?
Well, it seems as though he gives powers to the animals that he treats sometimes. The ones that become his little pack, as it were. So that is in itself a power. The first thing I was thinking of, well, Derrick and I were talking, the vibe for this particular superhero is, all superheroes are kind of outdoorsy people, but the first thing I thought of was, something sort of Steve Irwin-y. So I came up with this still body protected, ready to go off into any environment. I wanted this to feel like, you were ready to go anywhere and do anything, and just be protected from the elements as you needed to be and all that kind of thing. But still plenty of room for, widgets and wadgets and what have you. You got your utility belt, but you got your arms free and all this kind of thing. And then the entire menagerie, which is really where the fun is.
Everything looks cool. I like it. All the powers, all the dogs doing different things.
Yeah, I mean, I threw in whatever superhero trope I could think of too. Whatever adventures your character might have can go even further than making prosthetics for camels and bull elephants and stuff like that. All of your little pack, your animal pals would have their each individual things that they can do, and the chaos that they might add to the proceedings will also add to the fun.
It was really cool when the Sparks team called me and said I won this year's SBI MainStreet Business Innovation Award. But what was even cooler was when they said I'd be working with a world-renowned artist and they'd be turning me into a superhero. That just kind of blew my mind. So I worked with this artist. She listened to me. We had several meetings and she kind of created the perfect match for me to turn me into a superhero. Normally, every day when I'm working with these animals traveling around the world, I kind of feel like a superhero. So for this artist to really get down to the nitty-gritty and create me as a superhero on paper was really, really awesome. Thank you. It is such an honor to win this year's SBI MainStreet Business Innovation Award. It's been so amazing over the last 21 years to pioneer and innovate the veterinary prosthetics industry. And so thank you again for this amazing honor.
This journey is just beginning. A hero is being born, not drawn from fantasy, but drawn from purpose. To learn more about the Spark Business Institute, support Bionic Pets, or nominate the next innovator, visit sparkbusinessinstitute.com.